Okay, so a brand new AI has just sent some serious shockwaves through the worlds of finance and government. We're talking urgent warnings, we're talking closed-door meetings at the highest levels. So in this explainer, we're going to break down what this thing is, what it can do, and why it's got everyone so spooked. Now, this isn't just some tech hype. That quote you're looking at, that comes from Tiff Macklem, the governor of the Bank of Canada. Look, when one of the most powerful central bankers on the planet issues a warning like this, you know something big is happening. And what's really staggering is that this isn't some vague fear about AI in general. No, this global alarm, these top secret discussions, it's all because of what one single, brand new AI model can do. So what is this AI? I mean, what could it possibly do that would make the US Treasury Secretary, the chair of the Federal Reserve, and the CEOs of the biggest banks in the country drop everything for an emergency meeting? Let's get into it. It really did all start with that urgent meeting. So let's take a closer look at the AI that got them all in the same room. The AI at the center of all this is called Claude Mythos. It's from a company called Anthropic, and it has this new, frankly incredible ability, one that cybersecurity experts are seeing as both a world-breaking weapon and a revolutionary new defense. Okay, so to really get what Mythos does, you gotta understand this term, a zero-day vulnerability. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Imagine a giant, impenetrable fortress. A zero-day is like a secret, unlocked door that not even the people who built the fortress knew was there. And because nobody knows about it, there are literally 0 days of protection against an attack that uses it. And that's exactly what Mythos can do. It finds those secret doors. But here's the truly wild part. Anthropic says they never trained it to do this. It was an emergent ability, a skill that just kind of popped into existence as the AI got smarter and smarter. And just look at the sheer power of this thing. We're not talking about a small step up. In a standard test, the last top-of-the-line model found just 2 working exploits. 2. Claude Mythos, it found 181. That is not an upgrade. That's a whole new ballgame. And believe me, these aren't just numbers on a chart. Mythos has already been put to the test on some of the most critical software in the world. And the results are pretty stunning. 27 years. That's how long a critical flaw, one of those secret, unlocked doors, was hiding inside OpenBSD. Now, for those who don't know, OpenBSD is legendary for being one of the most secure operating systems on the planet. For 27 years, the best human experts in the world missed it. Mythos found it. And the OpenBSD discovery? That wasn't a fluke, not at all. Mythos also dug up a 16-year-old bug in a media library that's used by pretty much every major video service you can think of. It even chained 4 completely separate, smaller flaws together to totally compromise a major web browser. But maybe the most alarming thing? An engineer with 0 security training can use this thing to create a working attack overnight. So this new reality, right, where an AI can find bugs that have been hiding in plain sight for decades, well, it has officially kicked off a brand new, high-stakes arms race. And this gets to the heart of the problem. It's a classic double-edged sword. The same AI that can automatically find and exploit these weaknesses is also the most powerful tool the good guys have to find and fix them. So AI is now both the ultimate weapon and the ultimate shield, all at the same time. So knowing they were sitting on something this powerful and dangerous, Anthropic made a really important call. They didn't release Mythos to the public. Instead, they started something called Project Glasswing. They're giving about 40 organizations, the ones who run critical infrastructure, a 90-day head start to use Mythos to find and fix flaws in their own systems before anyone else gets a chance. Okay, so while a few critical organizations get a head start, the advice for everyone else is clear and pretty urgent. First, you have to prioritize patching. When an AI can find flaws this fast, you have to install updates immediately. Second, check your supply chain, because any software from another company could be your weakest link. Third, harden your security with a zero-trust approach, which basically means trust nothing and no one on your network by default. And finally, you have to get better at detecting attacks, because you have to assume that sooner or later, something's going to get through. So when you put all of this together, it really points to an unavoidable and, let's be honest, probably chaotic future for our digital world. And hey, don't just take it from me. In their own announcement, the creators of Mythos, Anthropic, admitted that even with things like Project Glasswing, this whole transition period is probably going to be, in their words, tumultuous. So here's the bottom line.
The very nature of cybersecurity has changed. The game is just different now. From this point forward, it's a relentless, high-speed arms race. And it's not just humans anymore. It's a battle fought by competing AIs on both offense and defense.
So where does that leave all of us? What's the big picture takeaway here? All those secret doors in our digital world, they can now be found and opened at the speed of a machine. The ultimate weapon is also the ultimate shield. The offense and the defense are locked in a brand new kind of war. And that race has already started. So the only question that really matters now is, are we ready for it?